Right, we're back to do a second test. I put back on my hoses. Remember, these are my customized hoses. Let's see how fast. If we remember on the other video, it took 1/2 hour for these brand new yellow jacket hoses to get down to 126 microns. And it took 7 hours or more, 9 hours to get down to 84 microns. So these are my hoses that were sitting, laying off to the side while performing that other test. Let's see how long it takes these to get down. These are, you cannot buy these hoses. These have been highly modified. 1, 2, 3, go. 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. We're going to just watch and see. Now these hoses are contaminated with POE oil in them, and overnight they've been sitting out in the atmosphere exposed to moisture. But what do you see? We're at 126 microns. With these hoses, it took 1.5 hours to get to 126 microns. With these hoses, it just took under 30 seconds. And they are contaminated with POE oil on the inside. They have been not cleaned out. And as you can see, the difference in size. That is because I did a custom modification to these hoses that makes them no longer like standard charging hoses. These hoses do not leak. They will add contamination to your reading, but they won't leak because they have a coating on them that is impermeable out of basically the same materials that these deep vacuum hoses are made out of. I literally coated these hoses even up over the crimp. So this crimp has a coating of a material that I added that even goes up over the crimp all the way to the very tip. And that is the difference between the hoses that I made and the hoses you could buy out of a package. Now, because of the contamination overnight of the POE oil in them, look how high up the rating is falling right now. That's the outgassing. They're sealed at the end, they're not leaking. And this will go and keep going, and maybe over 1,000 or so, and then it'll stop. And but that's just because they're left out overnight. Alright guys, there's no leaks. This is not leaks. This is moisture permeating out of the inner surface that has been exposed to the atmosphere. And this is what the atmosphere, if you remember from my first video 1 day ago or 2 days ago, I think it only went up to 200 microns or so. And this is what happens when the hoses were left out overnight. We're going to keep going up to 900 or 1,000. It'll just keep going up. Just one night with air exposed to the inside of the hoses. It's not a leak, it's moisture coming out. But the vacuum is off. Alright guys, I'll see ya.